Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good morning, and good night, wherever you are. This is Clevenand Radio TV, operating from Europe. And tonight, we bring you the another edition of Property Show. I'll call it Property Show, because in Property Show, you see and hear and learn how to go about becoming having your own property. You need to everything you learn it's not something. So it's my great pleasure bringing you your way, and tonight yet another well-known face, a highly technocrat, administrator, intelligent visionary, somebody I always say I'm willing to him any day, any time, but it's because of his integrity. Integrity is key, very, very important in any relationship. Somebody you can take his name to the bank, or somebody you can say, look, if he does something, it's 100% correct. Because you know why? Apart from somebody who has fear of God, fear of the Almighty, he wouldn't do anything to blemish or anything to destroy his image, which I have no doubt in your mind he has built this up for many. So I'm talking of no another one, Balaba. Balaba, good evening. How are you doing in Nigeria?
Good evening, Otumba. Once again, I'm to be on the set of ULDA Coops Homeownership Hour today. Nigeria is still blessed. Nigeria is still the Nigeria of our Lord. And I'm happy to be on this side of the divide, given the fact that Nigeria has now expanded beyond the borders of Nigeria. I guess you are functioning in a little Nigerium. In a little Nigerium where you are in England. And many people are watching us from all over the world now in their many Nigeria across the world. Thank you.
Well, tonight, before we continue this second edition, like I said, we did it 2 weeks ago, and we have agreed to let our viewers, apart from the information we have been getting, the success, the full benefit some people are trying to take, we're going to show a background, a video tonight, just about maximum, I don't think it's up to 10 minutes, that will give viewers a rough idea of what they are going to expect. And then thereafter, I will continue as usual to take this visionary behind all these fantastic arrangement on. So just relax. I'm sure you have a cup of tea or ordinary water. I have water to drink. So the video is going to be shown for, like I said, maximum 10 minutes. And then we can take it out. Do me a favor, viewers. Take note. Make whatever you want to add, remove, or you want to ask questions, because it's your show. Thank you very much. So, studio, please, let's see.
two houses, about 90-95% completed. You can see that the only thing left are just for the two houses to be painted. These two houses are to be won by lucky Nigerians. One must be won likely by one of the viewers of this program and the project for which they are built, and the other one will be won by a celebrity, one of the 12 celebrities involved in Celebrity Come Build, CCB Naija. The houses are ready. The winners are known to God from amongst the celebrities, and indeed 200 million Nigerians. But beyond these houses being won by Nigerians, the project for which these houses are to be won, the project is designed to make available affordable housing for Nigerians.
Thank you very much. Welcome back. Now, we had 1 minute quick recap of what happened on this program 2 weeks ago. And it's my pleasure, like I said, to have this a highly experienced entrepreneur. I'll be asking him a couple of questions. Let me say this to people who are listening to us. Maybe not too many people, but the number of people who are listening to us this night, I want to say you are one of the luckiest human beings on earth, because what is not common these days is a problem of whom do I trust? How do I trust them? When can I trust them? And where should I put my all, that kind of thing? I am saying to you, for all of you who know Otumba, that at least the last couple of years we know him, at least we can put a high premium on his integrity, on his kind of, may not necessarily be personality, but his integrity is undoubtedly intact. And also, for those who know Gbalaoba, you will also say that Gbalaoba's integrity is intact. And I have reasons why I'm saying this in addition on this program. Because 99% of the problem an average diasporan has is issue of Talaver trust. Whom do we trust? Because they've gone through different kind of bad time. People have lost their livelihood. I mean their savings, and they end up not getting anything. That is not going to happen on this particular project that Gbalaoba is running. He has done an automatic, he has done in some other area, and I know millions of people's money that he's managing for them. He has not changed his car. He doesn't buy gold. He doesn't do anything. I think what is the most important thing is his integrity, and I think people should please take advantage of that. And this guy is not going to change. It's going to a point where he's not going to turn back and say, well, look. So having said that, Mr. Gbalaoba, the way things are in Nigeria now, tell us again why people should not be afraid to get property on the ground. Tell us again, because of time. Don't just give us 1 minute quick information about why people should get into property now.
Anywhere in the world, Otumba, real estate assets are usually the kind of assets with which you want to consolidate wealth or indeed take people out of poverty. Otumba, you are living in a society, United Kingdom, where 65% of the GDP of United Kingdom is defined in the real estate investments of people, mortgages, and houses owned by people in the UK. Now, what most governments in the Southern Hemisphere have not discovered or have not realized, and indeed, what most social entrepreneurs, and I mean, when I say social entrepreneurs, I'm using it very loosely, pastors of churches, imams of mosques, one of the easiest ways to get people sustainably out of poverty is to find a mechanism to let them own the houses they live in. They don't even have to have more than the one they live in. Because in the UK, when people run into unexpected difficulties, it's just easy to remortgage their houses, raise funds, and do something tangible with their lives. So, and you can imagine when I say 65% of the GDP of United Kingdom is actually residual in the property assets of the citizens of the country. So your question to me, I see home ownership not only as a mechanism to improve the quality of life of an average Nigerian, I indeed see it as a strategy to get us out of the endemic poverty we have been cast in as a result of lack of vision of leadership across the board, not only in the public sector, but even in the private sector. Lack of leadership and indeed corruption and all the other vices.
Thank you, Bala. Yeah, you just mentioned an area that I was going through some of the inquiries people sent to my phone. Say, in a country where in a country where corruption is the bane, is the major problem apart from any other thing. How do you want to say to prospectives, people who will eventually want to do business with ULDA? How do you want to tell them that corruption is not to eat into business with ULDA?
Thank you very much, Otumba. Otumba, whoever is watching us now, whoever may ultimately watch this content, should just ask him or herself, how many Nigerians would be privy to starting an enterprise like this and not be the sole controller? How many Nigerians would deliberately subject himself to corporate governance infrastructure that is consistent with what prevails in the best jurisdictions in the world? Otumba, you see, there are telltale signs that will give you the feeling that somebody you are dealing with is out. You may want to use sentiments and emotions but one of the things that we have been able to do is that we have started these entities. The entities function independent of those who started it, and indeed the entity is subjected governance-wise to the democratic control of the members. So we have a cooperative in England where people elect those who are their directors. We have a cooperative in Nigeria where members elect their trustees and members of board. And so Bola Oba is neither the president nor the treasurer, and Bola Oba is not even the financial secretary. Now, all these other individuals in themselves are reputable Nigeria. The president of the cooperative in Nigeria is a notable member of society, not only in Lagos and Nigeria. Generally, you know, a member of the National Institute, an alumnus of the National Institute. So that is one. Two is that when you work with people and at every step, people can independently verify whatever you tell them. Oh, we have bought this. These are the documents. People can independently go verify the documents. Apart from that, this place we have sunk your money into it. They independently go there, even in your absence, and make independent checks. And everything that the leadership has always told them is consistently verified, independent of those who tell them the stories. Otumba, if I get to see entities that function with that kind of corporate governance, sanity, and the involvement of membership, I will anywhere in the world know I'm on good ground. Thank you.
Thank you, Bola. Again, I'm sure I'm not trying to bore anybody. I'm just trying to say the obvious. The obvious is people they can't even stop thinking or believing that the large number of cases is pushing them away from wanting to get involved. I have someone who say, Otumba, you have a good mind, you have a big heart, you do everything as much as you believe that your integrity should not be touched. But despite that, one or two things you've introduced to us work well. But then we hear from our friends and family what they are going through. And you know what I told them? I said, listen, I can understand. If he chooses, if he chooses to go and buy a Taiwan product, and then you leave made in Germany or whatever, possibility of the Taiwan product might work at a point is there. But if you choose to buy a German-made washing machine, there are also possibility of having it for long. I want to repeat.
Are you advertising for your Deutschland Uber or because you seem to be focusing on German products?
That might also be part of what I'm thinking in my head. But on a more serious note, I'm like trying to be advocate for potential, and I know exactly what I'm saying. Potential. I have put my name, my everything on. Tell us quickly the procedure, because I'm seeing about 4 or 5 people saying, how do we go about this business? How do we, what do we need to do? Take us through. Now that we have people saying, okay, we're going to go for the integrity or 2 integrities, and one of them in UK and one of them in Nigeria, and
So,
we know how to get.
Integrity also has plural now.
It is your diaspora that is.
No. Well, I'm not. No, you know, you live in England. I live in Lagos. Maybe.
All this, but again, like I said, we communicate very well. Take us through the module operandi, how people can just take us through it. Now, at least we have established that people are quite happy. They want to go ahead. They see the potential. Just take us through, maybe let's say 3 minutes. 3 minutes will be okay. Take us through.
There are 2 tracks to this, Otumba, and the 2 tracks are the 2 tracks are built in such a way that will give an average person confidence. There is a registered corporate entity in the UK. That corporate entity, for those who may have anxiety, wanting to deal directly with people who are resident, or with somebody or people who are resident in Nigeria because of past bad experiences. They can elect to relate with the ULDA hierarchy in the UK, knowing that whatever they do with that entity, their interest will be protected by the United Kingdom's law. And, Otumba, I want to believe that if you enter into a business transaction in the UK, you should have a modicum of peace, because you know that the UK is a society that will use £1 million to make sure that they find one penny that somebody wants to dubiously take away from others, because they want to use that person as a deterrence to discourage other criminal or mischievous elements from wanting to foment such abuses on society. So ULDA is peculiarly designed to be a twin corporate element, one registered in the UK, peopled by Nigerians resident in the UK who elect the leadership. So if you choose to deal with ULDA in UK, you have that. Apart from that, the Nigerian entity too is a prima facie registered cooperative with the Lagos State Department of Cooperatives. Apart from it being a registered cooperative, you also have a body of laws governing the. And when you want to do transaction with this entity, if it's the entity you want to do transaction with, you can be rest assured that you are not only doing transaction with a guy man, but you are doing transaction with entities that are based on laws, and with people, when you start, even before you start dealing with that entity, with people you likely know who will tell you, oh, I've been in it for a couple of years, we have this growing entity, and in fact, what you are buying into, I'm privy or I'm part of it. That is one. Otumba, you see, I tell people, and this is a joke that you can identify with. A couple of times in the UK, you and I, we have rode on trains, and people, or we have been in public places, and people would walk up to us and say, Mr. Gwalaba or Otumba Ho, you know what? When you have faces like ours, you would literally want to commit suicide to be seen, to want to be involved in fraud. Where would you want to hide? There's no hiding place for a golden fish, they say. So I'm thinking, you know what? Just take the picture of this video and show it to 10 Nigerians in your immediate cycle, either in Nigeria or in the UK diaspora, or even in a larger diaspora. And somebody will say, don't I know this guy somewhere? So that's some of the very little things I can say to an average person watching, wanting to also buy into some of these opportunities being peddled, or that we intimating them with, but who is thinking, the typical Nigerian story. Like I tell people in Nigeria, the Nigerian diaspora sends home between 22 to 25 billion US dollars every year. And I tell young entrepreneurs in Nigeria, if we were not to have given enough anxiety to our diaspora, they could be sending home as much as 50 billion US dollars. That is how blessed they are. But you know what? People tend to want to send home to Nigeria what they can afford to lose, largely what they can afford to lose. And that is why we are where we are now, because of the deficit of integrity and because of the anxiety by many of our people in the diaspora. But that is just my response to your question.
Thank you very much, Bola. People are sending questions, but then again, well, I want to use this opportunity at this junction to call us on their two numbers. If you want to use a WhatsApp to call, you can get us on the +34 8080 80 6686. I repeat, +234 8080 80
But to
6686.
be honest, I can't pick calls on that line. I'm actually I can't pick calls on that line because it's the line I'm using to
Oh,
engage with you.
okay. Judging from the way things work in location for when it comes to infrastructure, in fact, there's also a question here. How much are you going to put into infrastructure on this? There's somebody says satellite town. Is it going to be a satellite town? And how much are you going to put into infrastructure? What are the facilities that are likely to be available when as the place is growing to a mini town, village, or city? Can you just give it 1 minute response to that? Because I should be expecting people to start completing.
The development itself is a well-documented city development. And like I've always said, the development has building city permit, city building permit. So I know that apart from those who buy into the development, the state and the relevant agencies of the state have a duty to make sure that apart from the CO and the city permit, which is the building permit granted the project, the development must be consistent in how it is ultimately executed or fully implemented, must be done in a manner consistent with the planning permits. So, and when you go there now, if anybody goes there now, from the main archway into the Bluestone Garden City, you would have seen a development that is designed and with implementation already in the direction of, even in the second development that is, that is targeted at low-income earners in Italuwo of Patterson's Okone's plant on the Ikorodu, because the people who kickstarted this development are vision chasers. They know they want to build cities that people function in and live above the squalor and the ghettoized circumstance that have largely defined, human habitation in this part of the world. But you know what? One can speak grammar from here to Timbuktu. What is important is that if anybody wanting to do independent verification on this thing, if that person is not in Nigeria, you would have somebody in Nigeria that you can send there. Many prospective buyers or those who have bought into it have been positively shocked when they've sent people there that everything we have told them are quite consistent. Everything we've told them is quite consistent with what the people they've sent there, or when they visited whilst visiting Nigeria, what they found on the ground. That too is important. Consistency of what is told to you and what you can independently verify. Thank you, Otuma.
Thank you, Bala. Like I said, viewers, it's time for you to start calling, and I'm going to give you, even the numbers are shown on the screen, but I'm going to repeat them to you. You can call us on the UK +44 790 779 2363. You can get us on that number. You can also choose to want to call another number, which is +44 74174 33370. I'm going to repeat the last number. +44 74174 33370 or 790 779 2363. You can call us or send us a text where we'll read it out to Baloba, who is connecting with me from Lagos, Nigeria. I have someone who is asking, say, are there any initial thing that you need to do? I don't understand that question, but what, I don't know, maybe the person we call in, I think all you need to do is get in touch with us, and then you do not need to do anything than to follow the guidelines, which I have no doubt in my mind. Okay, there's another question. As you speak, how safe is that area, Mr. Gbaloba?
Otuma, you want me to shock you positively? In a major Nigerian celebrity lives in a completed building in that estate. It's a gated community, but apart from being a gated community, you have estates within estate. You know, it's a gated city development, and you have about 5 major developers aggressively building. And as I'm talking to you, a very known celebrity, for purposes of discretion, I wouldn't want to be dropping names, built a property and lives in that property. So if a celebrity who is well known and can be easily targeted feels safe enough to live in the estate, and I know another celebrity is building, and like the advert, that was shown, one of the houses to be won in the project to soon be unfold, one of the houses to be won by Nigerian viewers is literally built beside another property that a celebrity amongst the cast of the production that was recorded on site and would be finished on that location would ultimately win. So if it's about security, I want to believe that for any reasonable human being who believes in his or her own safety, is an environment conducive enough for habitation.
Thank you very much for that. I'm just reading another one that says, experience of my parents during the time of Jakande shows that most of the houses built in Nigeria, they either leave 1 or 2 facilities not properly done, so that the owner will pick that up. Example, WC. Well, I don't know, but again, I think I know what this person is saying. Because, but the only difference, don't let me deal with that. Let me ask Beloba, do you understand the question, what the gentleman is saying? maybe part of the house that by the time you finish, typical of the way things are done in Nigeria, maybe the toilet will need to be done by an individual. But I don't want to say that I've seen some of these properties, I've viewed it, and you showed us the picture last time. Is there any part of the property by the time it's completed that need to be
Otumba, we have a project that is designed to be different from what usually prevails in Nigeria. This project, maybe I should use this opportunity to intimate viewers how we got into real estate development. We didn't set out like typical, entrepreneur wanting to make money. We didn't get into real estate development because we just started out to make money willy-nilly. I'm not against making money after providing value. But this project came into being because we fundamentally started, just like automedics, because we fundamentally started a skills empowerment project. We started a building and construction training school. And we got experts from our diaspora and the best places in the world to mentor the building and training school. Now, we started our cooperatives to be the financing arm of the faculty and the student population to do projects. So this is one project that the promoters are not only setting out to make you buy and dump you in something that, once is done. We have an entity that you can call upon. You are always shocked, Otumba, when you see my truck and you wonder how could somebody in Nigeria be using a vehicle for almost 10 years and the vehicle is not in a dilapidated state. But I always tell you, you know why? Because I am primarily a general who produces automotive maintenance and repair technicians through automedics. And there is no point in any direction I go in Nigeria that I don't have an alumnus of automedics 200 kilometer radius to me. So I don't have anxiety, just like you in the UK. If you have I don't have anxiety functioning with my vehicle in any direction in Nigeria because I always have people. You know what? That is the beauty of having a business ecosystem that first empowers human being in the area of skills before you start selling the products that those people will do, because those who will ultimately acquire those properties can be rest assured that the ecosystem will always give them value for money. That is one of the advantages of dealing with ULDA in any of our projects.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bella. Because of time, like I said, it is a quick 1 hour show. But then we're wrapping up. We're getting to the end of the show. The numbers are there. The websites are there. People who want to get in touch with us after this program, feel free. And like I said, we are also selling integrity that nobody can challenge. I'm saying it from the heart. I'm telling everybody, we are selling integrity that is just not common. You can't just get it anywhere, anyhow. We are giving you that kind of guarantee. Now, having said that, just 1 minute, because the studio is sending me a message where we need to wrap up. Lottery, quickly. Is the lottery thing still going on?
Otumba, we will get into that soon enough when all licenses and to be honest with you, we have gotten about 85% of all the licenses we need, because apart from the National Lottery Regulatory Commission, the National Communications Commission, we are working on an innovative platform, and soon enough, we will formally intimate Nigerians how they can be part of an innovative project that will make at least one Nigerian own a 3-bedroom bungalow, and the houses can be seen from the production ID showing the level to which those houses have been made ready.
I saw it and I love it. Again, one more information that I want to drop out to our listeners and viewers is, please take note of all the website. The telephone numbers are there for you to use. You can call us either today, tomorrow, anytime. This show will be aired again in another 2 weeks. But like I said, the information is constant. We will always be there. If you have the need to speak directly with me or with Welloba, please do so. Again, I'm rounding up by saying it is one of the wonderful things that happens to me in my how many years, that integrity is something you cannot compare. You don't want to sell it. You don't want to. You don't want anybody to mess around with your integrity. And it's my pleasure again to have you, Welloba. And your quick last word, because we got to go now. The studio is going to kick us out for the next program. Quick one.
We want to use this opportunity to enjoin those who are watching that if you have further inquiries to make, my telephone number, Tumba's telephone number, would have been advertised on the screen. Will soon be on the screen again. Try and get in touch with us. Do all your verifications before you take any step of committal. We are always confident that once you are at peace, we want it to be an investment of gain for you, not an investment of anxiety. Thank you.
Thank you very much, folks. This is all what we have for today, Tuesday, the 5th of April 2022. We're going to come your way in another 2 weeks' time, and then hopefully you will have been, will have gotten in touch with us and get ready to roll. Thank you very much. From London to location where.
Thank you very much. From Ilupeju, I stand not to be intimidated by this in London. Ilupeju, Lagos.
That's one beauty about Gboloba. Gboloba is not for pushing. Gboloba is a kind of a rock you cannot just easily break. And I love that in him. And that is not a common. It's not a common something you easily can get. You know.
I think the producer is indicating that he wants to run the background to send us out. Oh yeah, let's get one.
Okay. All right. Bye bye. Bola.
Bye.
See you again.
Thank you.
Bye bye.